Hey guys, welcome. So this is a follow-up to the 2021 Dodge Durango RT review video, and basically in this video we're going to go over the system and highlight its features, and basically I want to show you what an intuitive and what a great system this is. Chrysler, FCA, Dodge in this case makes some of the best infotainment systems on the market. This one they call it the UConnect system, and let's dive in and take a look. So right now I'm on the home screen. As you can see, you can configure to what you want to show, whether you want to show your phone or your music. Up here you can see, now this is one thing I don't like about this system, is your temperature controls. You can specifically go in by going in the comfort settings, but when you're driving they're above here, so you can see that it's at 22 degrees. I have my heated seats on, heated steering wheels on. They're very small, so when you want to glance over while driving to adjust your temperature, because you have actual buttons at the bottom, physical buttons where you can control it. As you can see, it's changing. While you're changing, it's very hard to see what temperature you're actually at without being in the comfort screen. So if those were a little bit bigger, that would have been nice to have. So let's move over to media. Now in this system you can do many things, such as connect your phone via Bluetooth. You also have Apple CarPlay, and you also have a USB connection interface, and you have your regular FM/Sirius XM if you have the subscription. So FM, you can see you can configure many stations. You have a bunch of presets that you can configure. In this vehicle it's up to 24, so that's pretty good. Let's go back. Your other sources, Sirius XM. This one has the demo, so it doesn't actually have it purchased. Bluetooth is good. It takes a little bit of time to connect. So as you can see, yeah, you can connect your phone to to speak. You can connect it for music, and you can also connect it via Apple CarPlay. And finally, you can connect a USB device as well. You also have the option for an auxiliary cable that's located in the center armrest. And yeah, that's about it for infotainment system. As you can see, it's very easy to use and very easy to navigate. You just select what you want here, and then you have your options right there. So it's a good system. And then see right now it's gone to phone. When you actually select your phone, you can go back to media, and there you'd have it playing right here. And you can skip and do whatever you want from your phone on this system. Now here are the comfort settings. Now this is what I was talking about. Now you have this nice scroll wheel right here to adjust the temperature. You can control your heat settings from here. You also have physical buttons. So the great thing about this is you also have physical buttons for your temperature controls, so you do not have to just use this system. But one thing I really like about this system is these images. As you can see, these people that are sitting where the temperature is going to be directed to, they're wearing helmets. So it's very cool. It's like the Stig in Top Gear. So that's a cool feature to have. So it gives you a slight subtle hint of the performance aspect of this vehicle, along with its general comfort and capabilities. So as I said in the review, that this is a very powerful vehicle. This one has the Hemi V8 engine, and this gives a nice glimpse at what this vehicle is all about. You can also control fan speed. Now another cool thing is at the back you have your separate controls, but you can also control the back controls from here. So I can unlock rear, and basically that allows them to adjust their fans and adjust their temperatures, and I can also sync to driver. So rear also has face and feet and both settings. And you can also control rear fan speed from here. So I'm just gonna lock rear and sync to driver, so basically that will follow what I adjust over here. So as you can see, I'll bring it down to 19.5. Let's go to rear, automatically at 19.5. Now I can adjust from here, but I lost the sync to driver, so I'm going to select that again. Go to front. I'm going to bring it to like 25.5, 26. Go to rear, and automatically it's adjusted. So yeah, it's intuitive. It's good to have. Now let's go to navigation. Navigation system is good. It's a TomTom GPS. So basically what you expect from those portable GPS systems, except this is in a 10.1-inch screen. Yeah, easy to type interface. You have the QWERTY keyboard or the regular ABC. You can see your whole map. Let's go back. So now the direction of travel, you can look at it in a 3D view, regular overhead view, bird's eye, and if you want to face north. So overall, also at this bottom right here, it shows you your max speed, and if you're going like 5 over, it gives you a warning. If you're going more than 10 over, it gives you a red warning. The 5 over warning is yellow, the 10 over warning is red. So yeah, that's the GPS, nothing much to it, regular TomTom GPS system. Phone, as I mentioned, you can connect your device, you can add your device, you can have two active phones where one phone's doing the Bluetooth and one phone's doing the music. That's a great feature to have and very smart to implement. And that's about it. So let me go to apps. These are a bunch of apps you have. I barely use these. There's not much to it. I guess you can go straight to the places you want to go from these apps. See? So it's like a shortcut screen, but you can access everything from all these options as well on the bottom. Now let's go to vehicle. Now this is very cool. You have headrest fold. So at the back, the third row, if the headrests are up and you don't want to go back there to reach to put them down, all you do is you go back, you press this button, and both the third row headrests come down. So it gives you greater visibility in the back. Now rear view camera, as you can see, it's very bright. You also have the turning, so it gives you direction. Whoa. And yes, that's the rear view camera. Settings, you have all your settings right here. I'm not going to go over this. This is what I want to go over. Performance pages. This is a very cool thing to have. So these are all your timers. You can have like 400 meter timers, 20 meter timers. You also have 0 to 100 kilometers per hour timers. And the best I was able to do is 6.2, which is pretty much the factory spec. So that's good to be able to complete on a appropriate road, that is. You can also do your brake distance timers. This is very cool. Like this is a 7-seater SUV. I didn't expect all this. You have your gauges: coolant temperature, oil pressure, transmission oil temperature, all the things that you really 99% of people wouldn't really need to see. You still have it, so that's good to have. I don't get why they have 5 here, like 3 above, and then you have to scroll 1 page to go here. Maybe if I could. Oh, I can't really drag it. So yeah, that's what it is. They also have diagrams for each of them. Next one, let's go to Dyno and Engine. This one's very cool. It shows your oil pressure, your torque, your horsepower. And this is very cool. So this right here, the top one, the bottom one's RPM. So when I rev it out, the top one, what is the top one? The top one is the torque and horsepower mixed in one. See, as you can see, the red is the power and the orange is the torque. And the bottom blue one is the RPM. That's nice. I'm blowing smoke everywhere just by doing that. So yeah, this is a cool feature to have. This is all in the performance pages. Now, I'm gonna say this, like when I go to GeForce, it usually glitches and this whole screen shuts off. So let's just see what happens. Yeah, see? It's very glitchy. I don't know why. And I don't know why you have to press launch performance pages. It's probably a separate app. See, I can't get into GeForce. I was able to get into it before. For some reason, recently it's been giving me trouble. So let's avoid that. That basically shows you your GeForce, and it can also show you on the center stack as well, on the gauge screen by the steering wheel. Vehicle dynamics. This is pretty cool. You get steering angle. I think that's all that there is in this setting. I'm not sure if this is factory, but as you can see, the rims. This vehicle has the same rim color and same design pretty much. So I'm wondering if you get like the dark chrome rims, it would show dark, chrome rims. But this one shows the regular alloy white rims. Let's press GeForce again. Yeah, it closed. So yeah, it's a little glitchy there. But yes, overall, that's the infotainment system. As you can see, easy to use, but filled with features. And that's pretty much how I'll sum it up. So thanks for watching. And next part will be the actual gauge screen. So let's go to that. So now I'm in the gauge cluster. And as you can see, you have your RPM tachometer on the left, you have your fuel gauge and temperature on the right, and the center is a screen which has many options. So I'm going to control it with the steering controls on the left side of the steering wheel, and let's go through it. So this first screen, this basically are your trip settings or regular settings you would find in many cars. Basically it shows your range, your fuel economy, things like that. Now if you go up and down, you change menus. But if you go left and right, you can go through everything else. So if you see that, it's going to be hard to show, but like right there, you see my finger, that blob, if you go right, that you basically have 2 options on this menu. So you have trip A and trip B options. This is your range and like actual fuel economy you have right now. And yes, you have 2 options for that as well. This is your music settings. So if you have any audio playing, it shows up here. And if you have radio playing, it also shows you who the artist is and channel and all the text information that comes with it. This is your messages. I guess this is like warning alarms or when you have to do your oil change and things like that. This is your setup menu. So you press OK. You can set everything up, like where compass is, things like that. Gear display. Let's say is it going to be full? Is it going to be single? So it's very configurable. I like this about this vehicle, that it's very configurable and you're not stuck to factory set menus. Yes, current gear. I want to see that. Upper right. What is upper right? That's temperature. Upper left. That is your compass. And gear. So we've gone through that. Next is a speedometer. So a speedometer, you have this big screen. I like this. So usually when I'm driving around town, I keep it at this. So it shows me my speed. Because it's very easy to go above the speed limit in this vehicle. It masks speed so well and it has great pickup at the same time. Where like if you're doing 80, it feels like 50. So this thing is good to have up at all times. This is cool too. You can also switch it to this like speedometer kind of thing. So next, let me change that back. It gets a little distracting. Keep it at that. Next, you have vehicle info. So battery voltage, tire pressure, transmission temperature, oil temperature, things like that you could have also seen in the pages screen and the infotainment system. So lots of settings. Oil life. Now this is one of my favorite settings. So this is basically the performance menu. Right now it's set at the 0 to 100 kilometers per hour timer. So as you can see, the right side, my best time was 6.2, my last time was 6.4. And then there's various other ones. Like I didn't do this, but this was the 0 to 160. So this one, someone probably did best as 19 seconds. Not bad. 20-meter timers. So deep down, if you're an Olympic runner or something and you want to imagine yourself running with this car, then you have these 200-meter timers, 400-meter, things like that. You also have this braking distance, so this is pretty cool. Basically at whatever speed, if you apply the brakes, you can have your braking distance show up. So this is cool. Like you can perform factory tests on your own car and you don't really need special equipment. Like your car is its own equipment, and it should be. This is your G-forces. So I guess I'm on a little bit of a slant, so I'm leaning to the right, so my G-forces are going that way. And it actually shows the Durango on the center screen. Peak G-forces. So these are the peak forces that this car has faced in its lifetime of about 4,000 kilometers. Lap timers. That's pretty cool to have on a 7-seater heavy family SUV. Lap history. Not much here. Top speed. Now, I'm not sure if this is the top speed limit or this is the top speed that the car has reached. So I'm not sure. I haven't done this one. So, but it shows top speed nonetheless. So if anyone has answers, please clarify. But yeah, it shows it. So you have that option. And yeah, that's about it. That's pretty much all this vehicle has. So overall, I'd like to say that the infotainment system and the gauge system is very easy to use. Like it took me probably less than a day, but by a day I mean like less than an hour. It's very quick to learn, and what I love is it's configurable, and it's also fully loaded with many features, and the gauges seem as they'll stand the test of time. Like they're nothing extravagant, they're simple enough to not get dated fast enough. And overall, I love this system. I think this is the best, one of the best in the market, and I think many other manufacturers should look to this. The idea is to keep things simple, but keep things configurable at the same time. Now, it sounds simple saying that, but it's hard to do. And I think FCA and Dodge have done a great job. So thanks for watching, and be sure, if you haven't checked out the review, be sure to check out the review of the Dodge Durango. And I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.